And that was a time a strange thing happened, because in many of the books of these masters, all of them, I mean, without any exception, all the successful speakers, masters, I found the mention of a book called A Course in Miracles. And they never loudly spoke about the book. They just mentioned some of the areas from them. And then I found one thing, that why all these people are mentioning that book? There's something in that book. I got that thick book purchased. I started reading it. And it was another dimension. Because if Eckhart took Paramahansa Yogananda, always used the word God. God, first God. Eckhart hardly used the word God. He used it very selectively. But he had given another dimension to God. So the conceptual God, which has been in our culture, was dissolved into the metaphorical meaning of the God through Eckhart Tolle. And I gave myself to that. And slowly, I found that I'm coming out of the formal practices of Kriya Yoga. And I felt that this is everything. This is more comfortable. This is very easy. And the greatest experience that I learned, and I accepted myself, and I started speaking about it to anyone, that you do not have to do any yoga. Yoga does not mean yogasanas and gurus and masters and following certain things. This is it. Practice present moment awareness and call yourself a yogi. I call myself a yogi today. But I don't practice any yoga formally. I don't even formally meditate. I even took a course being influenced by a few videos, the course on transcendental meditation, which is fantastic. And I connected everything with present moment awareness. And today, my transcendental meditation, present moment awareness, my God, and my rituals all have mingled to something known as freedom. I'm jumping the gun, so I wanted to talk about A Course in Miracles. Course in Miracles had a fascinating penetration through my mind. I really understood. I all the time had a great love for Jesus Christ, and I never thought that I'm not a Christian, or I don't have to be a religious man to love Jesus. I love Jesus for only one thing, his last word: forgive them. And that brought him out as an incarnation of that truth called forgiveness is divine. Because I found it's very difficult to forgive. And I felt that it's so difficult to forgive anyone by the mankind. We can pretend to forgive, but we don't forgive anyone. And if there was a living soul who evinced, and that could be the cornerstone of the beginning of the greatest religion, Bible, the greatest religious book, Bible, maximum sold in the world. The reason is, at the point of crucifixion, the guy says, forgive them who are crucifying me. That was the ultimate demonstration of forgiveness. Many people have sacrificed their life. Many saints have. Many saints. But such a statement of forgiveness was not conveyed to the world. And that expression of Jesus became the core of his billions and billions of followers in the world. I am one of them. Even today, I don't look upon Jesus as originator of a religion. I look upon him as a Messiah who came to awaken people. And that love for Jesus stayed with me without understanding who is Jesus. What is this religion all about? What is Bible? What is crucifixion? My God, this book absolutely unfurled everything. And then that God dimension in Paramahansa Yogananda's. One of the greatest work is the balance between the two religions, the Hinduism and Christianity, where whole of his life, I read his book 6 times. That was his work, where he pressed Babaji, his grand guru, Guru's Guru, Guru's Guru. So, great Grandmaster Guru and Jesus Christ working together for the liberation of mankind from another world. So that work was done, and then I came to Eckhart Tolle's esoteric inspiration about God, my cultural conceptual God, the God demonstrated through Kriya Yoga and Yogananda, and the God word constantly mentioned in A Course of Miracles, all mingled together to liberate me. Now, the culmination of all these, the churning of all these, the manthan of all these, ended in my giving up all rituals, most of them. The culture from where I come, there is no concept of vegetarians except a community called Vaishnavas who practice vegetarianism. Bengalis, my mother tongue is Bengali, I belong to West Bengal, primarily is swept by non-veg culture right from the childhood. So I was brought up in the culture, very fond of non-veg. Very casually, all the things went away from me. Fish was something that I couldn't do without every day. My mother would not send me to the market because I'll go and spend all my money to buy fishes. And when I gave up fish eating, whole family was surprised. And they said, this guy is mad. But all these made very little difference with me. All these are gone from my habit. Okay, but I'm not a prejudicial man. If by mistake someone gives me mutton and I eat it, I don't feel any guilt, or I do not go for so-called prayaschitta and all the cleansing system. So all the rituals are slowly dispersed off.